In Leipzig, physicians are testing a robotic system that merges man and machine. Using a pig's heart, a surgeon practices a bypass. A control panel transmits his hand movements to these tiny instruments. The robot has 3 arms. 2 perform the surgery, while the third holds 2 small cameras that provide stereoscopic images. The slim probes can reach where human hands cannot. The surgeon can view an image enlarged up to 30 times, so a large movement of his hands creates a much smaller movement by the robot. And a tremor filter keeps a patient from suffering the effects of a surgeon's shaky hands. In the future, robots wielding scalpels will be so precise they will perform surgery on individual cells. But even with ultra-precision, things can still go wrong. If a doctor makes a mistake, the robot will too. What we need is a robot smart enough to know better. And Leipzig engineers are developing such a system. In brain surgery, for example, a doctor first outlines the part of the skull he needs to cut to reach the brain. Next, a camera and infrared sensors track the drill's precise position as it goes to work. Now, every millimeter is critical. Drilling too deep could damage delicate nerves. If the surgeon strays out of the marked area, the drill stops before damage is done. Think of it as an emergency brake for doctors. But the ultimate in robotic surgery will be telesurgery on a patient hundreds or thousands of miles away, such as on a battlefield. A trauma pod will pick a wounded soldier up. A CT scanner will image the body. A doctor on another continent will be able to administer anesthesia. Then, guide a team of surgical robots to remove the metal fragment, cauterize the bleeding, and close the wound with surgical glue. The best surgeons will be able to treat people wherever help is needed.
We assume that the surgeon will continue to play the most important role in the operating room, but robots and computers will support the surgeon so that he's more efficient. And operations will be possible, which we can't even imagine today.
Alain's custom-printed heart is now in his chest.
We're running out of time. The fibrin glue will harden in 5 seconds. Fibrin glue solid.
Okay. Unblock the main arteries.
All open. Can I revascularize him?
Yes. Inject his own blood. Quickly, please.
Injecting. 2.5 liters per minute. 2 channels. It's not beating.
Come on.
It's taking too long.
Don't give up.
He's got only 20 seconds left.
Come back. Blood pressure okay?
I'll stabilize him.
Please close the thorax.
If I can afford all these high-tech treatments, I personally wouldn't mind living to be the ripe old age of 200 years, to see beyond my years, to see the future of the human race. And how about you? Well, one thing we know for sure, hold on to your hats, because in the next 50 years, it's going to be a wild ride.
A super digital wired world.
Holographic companions. Personal robots.
How will fully networked cities of the future change your world?
2057 continues next with The City.
Want a taste of life in the city of the future? Or hear more from futurist Michio Kaku? Go to Discovery.com/2057.
Interact in the Future Zone.